My name is Antoni Gabrielsis, and I am the current coach of the Eritrean team, also known as Gazana FC. We were established like 2 years ago as part of the Resurrection Project for the Eritrean team in the African Cup of Nations. And so far, so good. Exciting.
Hi, my name is Galab Mikael, and I am the acting captain of the Eritrean team, also known as Gazana FC. Our last game against Congo, it was obviously challenging. We know the team. They are the defending champions from last year. And we found it challenging. It's a team, again, that we have known. We know the team from last year. They have, good players, really quick, talented players. It was fun to play against them.
We came back to win, but unfortunately, we were equalized. Well, they equalized towards the end of the second half. It's not majorly due to parts of on our mistakes in the game, but it's their resilience to come back and try to level with us. So it was a very exciting game. We had new strategy implemented in there, so that's why there was no repeat of last year's final. Like I said in the beginning, we came to win. But I'll put this promise out there, the next time we see them, it's not going to be the same. So to all my Congolese people listening out there, we're coming.
Watch out.
We're coming again.
Watch out, man.
Yeah.
I think last year when we played against them, fitness-wise, I felt like they were a lot more fit than we were. But this year, I think we are more. Our fitness has improved a lot, and as a team, we've been playing together for a while now, and the cohesion has actually come together. So, we tied with them in this game, and that wasn't bad. I felt like we could have won the game. We had the game at the end, but that they didn't allow. But still, I feel like we're a lot stronger than last year now.
Not a whole lot to add. Again, the aspect of fitness, that was a key thing. And then our team was pretty young. Compared to Congo, which is also known as Fimbo, they play quite a lot. And they did before we matched with them. So coming into the tournament itself, not only the final, we find ourselves trying to catch up on the fitness aspect of it, whether it was with Congo or Ghana. So that's one of the things we fixed this year. Another thing was, a major thing was chemistry. That takes time, and it took us, 2 years now to get up to where we are. And I feel like the team right now is at the highest in their compatibility and the chemistry within the team. A lot of respect between all the players, and everybody know the roles that are expected of them in every game. And that's all you can ask from a group of players, Last game, I believe we played the 4-5-1, I believe, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Initially, but with additions of new players, 4 subs in that game. With every addition, there was a tactical change. You would ask a player to drop back a little bit, so that formation is altered throughout the game. But usually that's what we play with. And then another formation that we play with is also, I believe,
we play 4-3-3.
4-3-3.
Yeah, sometimes 4-1, 4-1-3-2. We keep on changing it.
But the main one is our 4-5.
The last game we played as a team, I think one of the things that I can appreciate about my teammates is that we covered each other. Every time there was a mistake by one player, the other player shows up, steps up, and tries to cover for their fellow players. And in that aspect, we've definitely grown in the past few years, and I hope to see more of that this year.
The same one, win.
We ain't changing.
We want to win. I mean, like I feel we owe it not only to our group of guys, because we want to keep that interest, keep that excitement going. I mean, we plucked a group of guys from Central Park, where we just play for fun. We said, hey, we joined this African Cup of Nations. You compete with other players that most of them you compete with on a regular basis, but now there will be structure. So, I mean, I want to keep that going. And the only way to keep that going is to win and come back next year to try to win it again. So, a short answer would be to win.
I mean, I think the coach has said the ultimate. We're here to win. We want to take the cup. Last year we were, disappointed. No disrespect to our fellow Africans. Fimbo FC from Congo, but I thought we sort of deserved last year's trophy. We didn't take it. All our fault. But this time we're here, man. We're gonna take it. That's our ultimate. I mean, there's always room for improvement. We can improve our set pieces. We're not taking advantage of the set pieces we're getting. We can also improve on our defending. That's a major issue. I wouldn't say a major issue, but that's something we could improve. Third thing that we would improve on would be probably communication amongst each other.
Yeah, I mean, a major part of the game is capitalizing on chances that you get throughout the game. Some games you might get more than you could actually turn over or convert into goals. But that's the key to winning games. We want to get that rate up higher. Right now we are at, say, 3 out of 5 chances we turn over into goals. We want to get that to 100%. We want to get 5 out of 5. I feel like that's how we had that turnout in the last game. We haven't been capitalizing on chances, so a lot of the practices we've been having lately is scoring, like shooting from different angles, shooting with momentum, where you actually go and carrying the ball, setting each other up, where you get the pass and somebody lays you the ball in your direction, so you can actually shoot. Shooting with both feet. I mean, that's a major neglected aspect of players nowadays. You get comfortable with one foot, but the game doesn't go that way. The ball rolls however it rolls, and you got to be ready to get it when it's there, because that's when it matters. Another thing, we're going to be versatile in our formations. So, I mean, in reference to your question earlier, we had a couple of friendly games. So we tried a couple of formations that we weren't familiar with. And it was part of kind of wanted to see how the team would adapt within game scenarios and to changes. For example, when we're missing players and we got to adapt to a more defensive formation or more attacking formation, because we do have quite a lot of players. What we seem to have influx of is a lot of forward players and not a lot of defenders. And one major thing is goalkeepers as well. We had a couple of discussions on with the committee members on substitutions and stuff. Again, I want to start this by saying what a great job that every member of the committee have been doing so far. And I mean, I'm in complete support of their mission and their vision into where they want to take the Manitoba African Cup of Nations. With that being said, with every startup, there's always hiccups. So I wanted to see a better organization in the setup of the scheduling, for example. If you had put a little bit planning onto it before, so we have no more changes during the tournament or after the start of the tournament. That's one thing. Obviously, they've been talking about sponsorship. That will give us the opportunity to have what's the term I'm looking for? A full crew of referees instead of the one referee in the middle. So flagmen on the sides. I think it's a big part of the game. Without those, we have, there's a lot of pressure on the referee himself to make calls, and then that creates a lot of tension. And players are running around and adrenaline, so it creates more of a discussion that don't need to be there. But aside from that, it's great job so far. Wish them all the best, and the tournament started out very nice, and it reflects in how many teams wanted to join this year, of how well they've done last year. So that says volumes. So.
Yeah, I'll add some to that. So far it's been positive for me. It's not easy what they've actually managed to accomplish to this point. As the coach has mentioned, I think the only thing they can improve on would be the referee. One referee, I don't think that's adequate enough, and it creates a lot of misunderstandings and whatnot. Other than that, I think they've done their job pretty well. It's not easy to organize what they've organized. Going forward, I think I'll expect a lot more transparency from them, but that's it from me. It's been pretty good so far.
I want to do them justice when I'm explaining this, because we had many discussions, me and Godé, Felice, and Amadou from Senegal, and Saidou. We discussed the purpose of Manitoba African Cup of Nations, and what's their vision for the future. And one key thing was driving the cost down, and what we can do to minimize each team's payment into these tournaments. And one avenue was through sponsorship from various organizations. But although it's great and we should seek that avenue, I also urge communities, our communities and different, our local businesses to kind of look into the African Cup of Nations, as they're investing in their kids' well-being, basically. If a child has somewhere to go in summer, that's their whole weekend, basically. It's set up. They go there, they spend their time playing soccer, they spend their time socializing, and with the infrastructure that the Manitoba African Cup of Nations has, you have that safe environment, that controlled safe environment that we provide for all the players and the fans, for your kids to go there and have a good time and grow at the same time. They see people older than them competing, healthy competition, and thriving to achieve their goals. So I feel like every member of the African community should be investing in the Manitoba African Cup of Nations. I think it's a great project, and I wish them the best. All success.
I'll add some to that, if you don't mind. I think the fee to get into the competition right now is a little bit concerning, because you have to understand the players we have, their financial background is not, it's not so great. Most of them are newly immigrated youth or people, players, and the cost could be reduced. Of course, as the coach has mentioned, donations is one way to go. But I think I want to call upon the African communities out there to step in and give a hand. It would be great. They're investing on their own youth, anyways, and yeah, I would call upon them to step in. It's good. It's a good opportunity for every African to come out and just join the event. You know, you don't have to play. If you can play, you know, organize your own team and come forward. If you can't play, just come and support. You know, it's not easy to have community support or community events such as what we're doing right now. It brings people together, and I'm pretty sure everyone can benefit out of it.
I mean, aside from the earlier memories I have when I first came to Canada, you know, part of being culturally shocked when I first got here. No soccer in the winter. You know, that was a year-round thing that we did back home. So I was very happy to be part of the African Cup back then, and you know, and then a lot of African communities came out and participated in it, and then you get to make new friends and meet people that you wouldn't have met otherwise because of your lifestyles. You know, you met, you network with university students that might have the same interest as you in the future. So it's a great opportunity to network and broaden your perspective. You know, of like, I mean, we all Africans, but how many of us have met? I mean, how many of us have actually traveled all over Africa and got this opportunity that we have here? I don't think many can say that. So I think I just don't want people to take this opportunity for granted, because just because we meet everywhere else, it's a different feeling when you actually go on there, even standing by the outside by the pitch, and then you're interacting and you're socializing with everybody out there. It's just a great experience. It brings joy to me. It always did, and yeah, I would love to be part of it for many, many years to come. When we emphasize on the African communities to come in and get involved, it's because the involvement of the African community is much needed within itself. I mean, that's one thing that we have in Africa as a continent itself. We got all this help from outside, but if help is not coming from within, I mean, no amount of help from outside can get you moving. Well, you might push for that success that you seek, but your road is going to be a lot harder if you don't have that support from within. So that's why we urge the African communities to kind of come in and then it's almost like wrap around their hands around the whole communities that are out there. We want them to just kind of come in and say, we support you.
It's more of forming a foundation by ourselves, you know, a foundation that we're familiar with.
And
okay,
don't mean to cut you off, but if he will attest to this. The way we started this team is we started chipping in and playing games, and then we'll get the proceeds of the games and put it into a team fund. So we started. That was one of the earliest ideas. We realized money was going to be an issue, and we needed jerseys. We had bigger plans also. We needed to join the Manitoba Major Soccer League. So we needed money. So we came together and we formed. We actually have quite the structure in our team. We have board of directors that have, I believe, 6 to 8 members,
Yes.
Yes, and um,
Yeah.
we have a communication group that we actually set out to get the word out and bring the information necessary to do whatever we need to do. So no one person will make the decisions in the team. So we were out there. We tried to do this, and we tried to show the kids in Central Park how it's easy to do it when everybody's helping making this happen. So
Yeah.
Gazana FC is a testament to just Central Park kids coming together and just chipping in whatever they can throughout the year. And it took us 2 years.
Yeah, and we've managed to buy our own jerseys. Not just the whole outfit for football, and it's not easy to buy the whole gear, especially for people who've just arrived here. And so, this is us building foundation, and we just want to see more African communities doing that. I think that's going to give us more of a permanent solution and permanent foundation. I think you guys have been doing a great job, giving coverage to what we've been doing. Media is not an easy weapon. It's probably the driving force right now, and to give us this coverage, to give us this opportunity to show the world, to show people who are not watching what we're actually doing is something we do not take for granted, and we appreciate that. There's no words for me to express, how grateful I am, and I hope you guys keep on continuing what you're doing. I hope you get the funds, donations, whatever it is that that will keep you going, and we appreciate that.
I want to add one more thing towards that. You've been doing a really great job, and the most important thing that I actually really appreciate is you give me the opportunity to look at a video and point out, this is what you've done wrong. No a lot of talking. It's a great analysis piece when you're looking into the game. A lot of people don't do that. I don't think a lot of players ever looked at themselves on video. So when you're looking at those videos and you're looking at all different competitions that you've had, and you compare yourself performances after performance, and it's a great analysis piece, and we really appreciate your hard work, and I hope you continue to do this, and wish you all great success. And to the fans out there, subscribe, comment, and like. We'll accept all comments. It's okay. We would not turn you down. Just keep it respectful. After all, it's a sports channel, so keep the comments respectful and sportsmanship. I'd like to talk about how we're gonna beat every team. We have a plan.
Yeah, we do, but we're not gonna share it.
No, we're not gonna share it.
It's
but
not happening.
We're gonna put a promise out there.
Yeah,
That when we show up, we're gonna show up.
that's right.
100%. We watch your games. Very exciting players in every group. But I feel like Gazana FC, the Eritrean representative in this African Cup of Nations, is going to take this year's cup. No disrespect to anybody or any other team that's getting in there, but we're hungry. It's retribution for us.
That's right.
That's what it is.
Yeah. And
We won last year's.
Last words from me.
Yeah. Tell them.
Yeah, man. Just like what the coach said, we're here to not revenge, but we're here to
We can't
take what
backtrack
belongs
now.
to us.
I already said retribution. We can't backtrack.
We're here to take what belongs to us because we did not snatch it last year. It belongs to us. We're here for it. And
All right.
I want all the teams to, enjoy the tournament.
Right.
This is supposed to be fun. Let's have fun. No, disrespectful let's not get into unnecessary behaviors. Let's keep fair play. And and one last message is to the fans. I hope you keep on coming, especially the Eritrean fans,
right.
man. I want you all to show up, and enjoy the game, and just appreciate the beauty of football. That's all I can say.